Good morning from Brindisi. What's he doing? My videos always get stopped like this. Trying to say something important and then this happens. He's carrying marble, I think. It was something important I was trying to say. What was it? Good morning. It's so hot, that's what was important to me. It's so hot already. It's 6:30 in the morning and it's crazy hot in the city. That's why we decided to leave early. We're going to take a coastal route to Lecce, which is a bit further south, and then we'll see if we have enough strength for today to go even further south to the tip of the... If you look at Italy as a boot, then there is a heel for sure. So our original plan was to go to the tip of the hill, but it's a pretty long ride, a coastal ride, and we'll see if we really want to do that. The good thing is that you can cut through like the thick of the heel at any time. I'm trying to do the same thing myself. I put my card in, I put my PIN in. Autorizzazione concessa.
Estrarre la carta.
Estrai carta. Okay.
Selezionare l'erogatore sullo schermo.
What?
Selezionare l'erogatore sul rifornirsi all'erogatore 1.
Arrivederci e grazie. I think this is erogatore 1. Let's see if this works. Since we're always filling up both bikes and we're keeping track of our mileage, and we input every fill up into an app that we have. It's called AutoSyst. We keep an eye on how many liters we put into mine, and then subtract the rest from the total to figure out how much we put in Ada's. So mine was 4.7.
They put on hold 100 euros.
They put 100 euros on hold?
Yes.
So is that how it works? They put 100 euros on hold, and now I have to figure out how much they took out. It says pending. The final amount may be different. Okay. That's a annoying way to fill up. Why would you do that? Maybe there's a reason. Maybe... What?
And now they say the final payment is 14.32. Is it written on the station?
So now it's correct. We paid 14 euros and 32, exactly what it says here. Okay, I'm just not used to that type of transaction. This is how we keep track of fuel consumption. That's Ada inputting the data for this fill up. There's the odometer, 29,339 kilometers, 4.7 liters at 10 lei per liter, which is 2 euros per liter. So that's how some of these gas stations work. Maybe this helps other people when traveling to Italy. Some of them pre-authorize your card. Last time I did it, I didn't put my card in. I used my phone's NFC. And maybe this whole authorization thing was seamless, so I didn't get to see it. Again, I didn't want to get on the highway today either, but I don't know, maybe they upgraded these. I have no idea. if it looks like a highway and it smells like a highway, is it a highway? I'm not sure what's the designation for this road. But this guy's doing 85, so we're good. Ada struggles at 100, so, and I don't like the noise of going 100 on this type of bike with this type of helmet and everything, so we avoid them. They're never fun. But yeah, we might as well cut south for a bit and then we'll find a coastal road. Lecce, inversione di marca. What's an inversione di marca? Reversal of something. In caso di nebbia e con visibilità inferiore. In case of snow, I would bet, and low visibility. Controllo elettronico della velocità. I like reading Italian. I can understand most of it. Like I can watch an Italian movie if they don't have like a super thick accent like they do in some parts of Italy. I can get it, most of it. Controllo elettronico della velocità. Elettronico doesn't have a C in the middle. Electronic, it's like elettronico, it's not electronico. Throws me off a bit. Prossima uscita. Prossima uscita is next exit. Inversione di marca, or was it marcia? Guardia di Finanza. I think that's the IRS. The Carabinieri. They don't put police on their cars, they say Carabinieri. Uscita Surbo Trepuzzi. Trepuzzi. Trepuzzi sounds very funny in Romanian. Everything that has to do with Puzza, Puzze, Puzzi is funny because Puzza is cock. Trepuzzi. 3 cocks. Inversione di marcia is... It's not a U-turn as it's shown on the sign. Obviously, you can't do that on a highway. So you get out to the right, you exit to the right, and then you go around probably under the highway and get in on it on the other side. It means reversal of way of going. Marcia, like going. Like marcher in French, like that's what it is. Reversal of direction, I would translate it to. End of highway. I'm used to these signs being green, not blue. Iper Oh, Iper is hyper, or like, yeah. That's funny. Italians don't pronounce their H's anyway. They're always like, I told him is, I told him. That's always funny how they skip on the H. Iper is hyper. Oh, so when I put gas and I put my card in the Iper Self terminal, that was the Hyper Self terminal. It's a funny name for it, the Hyper Self. We're gonna go find a cafe that's open at 7:20 in the morning. Leche is milk, in Spanish at least. I wonder if it's the same in Italian. No, Italians say latte. Parcheggio visitatori. Parking for visitors. Hospital, actually, because Italians don't pronounce the H. I think it's hospitale, or maybe I'm confusing it with Spanish. Incrocio canalizzato. Incrocio must be crossroads. Canalizzato. Porto Cesareo. I'm gonna head towards the sea. Stopped for a coffee in Porto Cesareo, right on the shore. We're safe. This is for cars only. The coastal road we chose kind of looks like this. Not as scenic as I would have liked. Very crowded, and it's very hot. We'll have to plan our route, replan our route for the next days. It's very hot. I guess we haven't traveled in July and August for a very long time. We usually avoid these 2 months. That's when we stay at home because everybody's on vacation, and there's a surge in prices usually. I think moving away from the coast and a little bit into the mountains might be a smart choice for us. This gets exhausting very quickly. And also the roads are not what I expected. I don't know why I saw myself riding, right along the coast, and there would be cliffs to the left and forest to the right, and the sea, the blue sea in the distance. But so far we've only seen this type of road. Like, this is a little bit closer to what I was expecting. At least I can see the sea from here. And you know what? When the buildings on the left are gone, you get this really cool breeze coming from the sea. And that helps a lot. Okay, seatbelts and helmets can save lives. Lost few meters. We've arrived in Taranto. This is where we'll be spending the night. Today we left Brindisi in the morning, stopped in Lecce, crossed over to Porto Cesareo, and then went north towards Taranto. In the afternoon we went out for a walk and enjoyed this beautiful orange glow that seemed to be everywhere. We just kind of walked along the main boulevard until we reached the sea. And then we found this statue, this monument. It's two sailors waving their hats, I think. Then this kid showed up and tried to ruin my video. Hey kid, actually he looks pretty cool up there. The Castle of Aragon, King of the Elves, I think, connected to the city by this rotating bridge, which I understand opens not upwards but like sideways, like there's two halves and they rotate. And then here's Ada in a lotus pose on a marble bench, maybe. The castle again. Whoa, how did he pull that off? You're wondering. This is a bit more to the side. It looks like no one really comes down here except to pee, maybe, but the view is nice. The city of Taranto is supposed to be the source for the Tarantella folk music and dance, and what you hear in the background is my interpretation of it, but I think I was pretty much spot on, so enjoy! comfort and tranquility of feeling together as if at home. Oh, that's a nice looking residential... oh, it's a funeral home.